Audio Jungle.
Special thanks to all our viewers all around the world. This is Bystanders at Newsstand. Of course, you know, I am Michael Adekunle. On Newspaper today, we have different journals at the newsstands. Let's go and check what's trending on today's headline. Let's go. On today's newspaper review, we have The Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper. And what is The Punch newspaper saying here? On 2019 polls, how APC may hand over power to PDP on a platter of gold. I repeat, how APC may hand over power to PDP on a platter of gold. With a very captivating rider here. The chances, the stumbling blocks. With another rider, there is no crisis in our party, says Kiyamo. We still have another very good journal here for today, which is from the New Telegraph. We have the New Telegraph newspaper at the newsstand today with a very fascinating headline here saying, I will lift 50 million Nigerians out of poverty, says Atiku. That's very nice. Very good one here. I know Nigerians will love this. I will lift 50 million Nigerians out of poverty, says Atiku. Would this be possible? Oh, with another very good rider here, promises 2 million jobs annually. Atiku promises 2 million jobs annually. Says he is prepared for leadership. Oshiomhole is saying something here. PDP doesn't have history of performance. Now you can see the picture of Delta State Commissioner for Information, Mr. Patrick Uka, Chairman, and Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, Baba Owu himself, Obasanjo. You can see his picture here on the front page of New Telegraph newspaper. We have our reviewers at the newsstands. Let's meet them for their own opinions. I'll be right back. 2019, I will lift 50 million Nigerians out of poverty. The previous government promised, I'm not saying they promised 50 million Nigerians, they made their own promises, and right now Nigerians are clamoring that they've done nothing during their own tenure, for let me say in the past 3.5 years or 3 years. What is your view towards what Atiku is saying?
Actually, it's left for Atiku and Nigeria to decide who's going to be the leader. You know, all these promises, you'll be very long, you'll be hearing kind of promises. Past 16 years, PDP have been promising us this stuff. So it's left for Atiku and Nigeria to decide who's going to be our leader. That's what I think so. Yeah.
Now, still talking about this issue here, promises 2 million jobs annually. Do you think it's possible for Atiku to give 2 million jobs annually to unemployed youth?
I think so, it's possible. Because Atiku has his ways. So let's give him a chance. He will do better. As for me, yeah, than Buhari.
We are treating The Point and New Telegraph. And on The Point newspaper, on the issue of 2019 polls, how APC may hand over power to PDP on the platter of gold. They must have seen something before they say this. This one also, 2019, I will lift 50 million Nigerians out of poverty, says Atiku. Do you believe in this?
Well, concerning how they said how, it is not a reality. It's still a dream. Concerning this, I will leave 50 million Nigerians out of poverty. We are no fools in Nigerians. We are not babies. Atiku was Nigerian vice president for how many years? 8 years. We should have seen that handwritten on the wall. Not now. We are not a producing nation now. I don't believe in it personally. I don't believe in 50 million in how many years. They will come with these big promises rather than starting from the foundation. All we need now is devolution of power. Forget about all these restructurings they are talking about. Let them devolve that power from the executive list. When they devolve the devolution of power to the states, from there we pick up. Make the federal something, make it less attractive. Which is the restructuring. All they are talking about is just devolution of power. Give us devolution of power, give states responsibility, give autonomy to local government. Let's start from there. These promises of 50 million, how? Where?
So this is what the aspirants on the platform of PDP saying.
They will say something. We have been hearing this every year, every time, political campaign. We don't need political entertainment. We want real big issues to be discussed, not deceiving Nigerians. Poverty is everywhere in the land. Nobody should come with promises again. Come with 2 points agenda. How to start it, set it on, and Nigeria will follow. Not a 50 million job for what? I have 4 graduates, my own biological children. They are there. So we are not going to listen to all these 50 million promises. But until the real foundation of how to actualize it is in place, every one of them has good points. They have plans. They have this.
But would they
actualize these plans when you don't have the real foundation? Nigerian constitution is stupid and hopeless. Nigerian constitution is useless. The legislators, the executives, are they together? No. It is the outcome of the consequences of bad constitutions. Let's go back to all this. Forget about this. I will leave 50 million Nigeria. God will lift us. They should go and lift them. Everybody is prepared to do one thing or the other. You are prepared to give your family the best. But do you have the know-how to what it takes to do it? They will always come with all this. Is electionary period. They will come with all this. But we are tired of all this. I will do this. I will do that. I will do this. Until Nigerian constitution is addressed, until that devolution power is achieved, none of them can give us all these things.
Are you talking about Atiku in particular? Let me say PDP in particular, or every one of them? Because yesterday, Buhari or Shibajo, next level. That's what he said.
Oh my brother, I am not here to talk about Atiku or Buhari. I am here to talk about Nigeria. I am a Nigerian. I am not an Atiku and I'm not an Buhari person. But based on the issues that is affecting us as a Nigerian, that based on records, based on everything, all of them are failures. Forget it.
How APC may hand over power to PDP on a platter of gold.
Anyway, the truth of the matter is, Atiku is not even the best option.
Why, sir?
It's not the best for Nigeria. But because of the situation on ground, we have to manage him.
Manage him?
Yes. Let us face the facts. When you talk about the problem of Nigeria, Atiku is not in a best position to solve it. But because of the condition Nigeria finds himself,
situation on ground.
Yes, then we have to manage Atiku. Do you understand me? We have to manage Atiku. Do you understand me? As my colleagues was explaining right away, Nigeria, the problem of, in fact, the reason why there was a civil war is because of restructuring. And right from the day of that civil war until this date, the thing have already pointing hand there. Do you understand me? The thing have already pointing hand from that restructuring. But the truth of the matter is, all these things they are saying, they just want to grab power on their side. That's what they are looking for. They're just looking for the power. They are interested in the power than what to do with the power. Do you understand me? But then when you talk about restructuring have a lot of things to do. You can restructure. You can restructuring the constitution. Amendment of constitution is restructuring. Devolution of the power is restructuring. It's involved in restructuring. If you did not restructuring this country, Nigeria have no headway. I didn't even see Atiku going to do it.
But looking at what Atiku said, yeah, the man is saying something very important, something significant. He said he is prepared for leadership. Don't you think this man is serious?
Anyway, I didn't see any seriousness in him because he had been the vice president before. Then what is the article that he had been write down when he was the vice president?
His records, right?
Yes. What is the records?
Atiku's article.
So we didn't see any article from Atiku that he had been wrote down. Do you understand me? But the only thing is that the man that is in charge disappointed us. That's the reason why we are longing for Atiku as a next option. But in the truth of the matter is that the best of Buhari, the worst of Atiku will be best of Buhari. That's the truth. Do you understand me? So, but the truth of the matter is, now, what about the rumor that is going around? The Jew people talks about the rumor. It may be the reason why they are making the nonsense. The rumor that they say the Buhari is dead, that it is a Jubrin of Sudan is ruling Nigeria. It is possible because anything can happen here. I am telling you, it is, and I'm telling you the truth is that the thing will come out. As far as that fact, if it is the fact, the thing will come out.
It has not been confirmed.
Well, it will leave. It will leave. It's only getting to the bottom.
Don't you think there's a game of politics in that aspect?
You see, there is something that will happen that will bring the thing out. Do you understand me? There is something that will come out that will bring this out. Because all of them is interested in their interest. Then if they refuse to give it to Atiku, then if Atiku knows the truth about it, he has to come up. The governor of Imo State now is clamoring about that. Yes, he said he will open up. So if that is the fact, bros, time will come when the thing will come out, and that thing will tear Nigeria, and they can't hold it all. Believe me, it will tear this country into pieces. So that's the fact. So, but when you talk about between Atiku and Buhari, in fact, we have to manage Atiku.
Management.
And to die in the hand of Buhari. That's the fact.
For that of say how APC may hand over power to PDP. Who is PDP to hand over power to Atiku? Atiku was a vice president of this nation.
Who is APC?
APC is Buhari and Nigeria. Because if we should hand over power to PDP now, power will now move to the north for 12 years. Why others will be suffering? For 12 years, power will be with the north. Then apart from that, PDP have ruled this nation for 16 years, nothing. Atiku was a vice president of this nation for 8 years. He sold, during his tenure as a vice president, he sold a lot of things. He's coming back now to sold the remaining things he sold behind during their regime. So I don't believe there is any time power will go to PDP for now.
I will leave 50 million Nigerians out of poverty.
In what power? In what area that is going to lift up 50 million Nigerians? How many has it helped? I can quote, in Edo State, there is a sole follower who is suffering. One is now late. It's late now. He fell sick for about 1 year. They called on him. He did not even come out to assist him. He's one of his secretary during his first time of campaigning. His name is said he will lift up 50 million Nigeria. Where is he getting it? He's only going there to retrieve what he spent. in primary and other things. My dear fellow Nigerians, they are deceiving us. The best we should just wait for another 4 years for Buhari to rule and forget about the North.
I am prepared for leadership. Atiku is still saying this. He is prepared for leadership. You can see it on the front page of this paper. He said he is prepared for leadership. Don't you think this man has something good in mind for Nigerians?
Nothing good for Nigerians. He's only looking for his own pocket. He needs power to be in the North for another 8 years plus the 4 years of Buhari, which will make it 12 years. So I don't have much to say about him. He has ruled this country. He was a Control General for Custom. The money he grabbed from the custom and what he collect from the vice president for 8 years is what he need to spend. Let him spend it for Nigeria. It's not going there.
Oshomola is saying something. On this same front page of New Telegraph, PDP doesn't have any history of performance. Is it true?
Yes, it's true. Oshomola is my governor. Yeah. He was one time 8 years governor. He served as 8 years, 2 tenure in Edo State as a governor, and he performed. And such person is the people we would like to follow at any time. So Atiku has nothing. During his tenure as vice president, there is nothing shows.
No, they cannot satisfy we masses. They are fighting for their pocket and their children. They are not fighting for Nigerians. They are fighting for their own benefit. If they are fighting for Nigerians, the kind of things we are witnessing today, we are not supposed to witnessing all this kind of thing. By now, Nigerians, look at the economy. Everything collapsed down. You cannot buy. How much would we buy rice before? I buy a derico of rice 120 then. Now a derico of rice 230, 240, to almost 300. It's unfair. It's unfair. Unfair.
If we are complaining about this a person, I won't call him a messiah, or let me say a strong personality that has come out on the platform of PDP to say that he is prepared for leadership.
See, Atiku or not Atiku cannot do more than what others did. They cannot do more than what others did. We only putting them there for trial. We don't know who will save us, but this set of people that will call our leaders, I did not see anyone that can help us, that can change Nigeria for this moment, for this present moment. No one of them will do that thing, except where their regime flush out before we will now be every years. But with this set of people, they will make Nigeria a great country. I did not see it from them. I did not see it from them.
This is politics. We know how they play their game. Anytime they want to seek for their votes. Are you with me? They take every tactics. They use every tactics to win the hearts of Nigerians. They know that we Nigerians are gullible. If they give us bread and beans, we can easily vote for them with that. Are you with me? You can't just promise us 50 million jobs without giving us the clue.
Within 4 years?
Yes.
Do you think it's possible?
It's not possible. That's what I'm talking about. He only wants to win the hearts of Nigerians. He wants Nigerians to vote for him in 2019.
But do you think it's possible to win the heart of Nigerians with what Nigerians have experienced in the last regime? Or let me say, this same present regime?
I think it's possible. Going by the fact that Buhari is not dancing to the tune of Nigerians. He's not doing the will of Nigerians. This is not what he promised Nigerians when he was voted for as the president of the country. So he's doing the opposite of what we expected. He promises us change. Are you with me? But everything we are getting right now is we are getting the bad change. Yes.
Now let me ask you a question. 16 years of PDP in power, and there's 3.5 years, or let's say 3 years of APC in power. Can you compare it?
I would say we shouldn't compare it. It won't make any sense if you compare that. Because yes, PDP ruled for 16 years, no doubt about it. But going by what this administration is doing, are you with me? They are not doing anything to favor the masses. Everything we've been seeing in the newspaper and everywhere is that the last government mad the country. They made a mess of the country. They are not doing their own bit to develop the nation. That is it. They are only shifting the blame game every now and then. They should do their own part of it. Are you with me? I still believe something can be done within 4 years. If the government really mean well, for the country, then something can be done within 4 years.
With the complaints of Nigerians all over, you can see it everywhere. You go everywhere, even at the newsstands, you see Nigerians complaining. Marketplaces, churches, different places. Now, here is somebody coming out to say he is ready for leadership. I'm talking about Atiku. Do you think Atiku is really ready to lead this country?
Sincerely speaking, Atiku is not a credible candidate. Are you with me? To lead this country to where we want to be. Are you with me? Because as far as I'm concerned, every one of them are birds of a feather. Are you with me? They are birds of the same feather. I won't say Atiku will give us what we want. That is the fact. He won't. Because he acted as a vice president to Obasanjo some years ago, and he did nothing too. Are you with me? So right now, he's only doing all this to get our votes, to win the hearts of Nigerians. Are you with me? So by the time he eventually becomes the president of the country, he will play it the way he wants it.
And do you think, with this statement, do you think he's going to win the heart of Nigerians?
I won't say he will win. At the same time, I won't say we will not. Because like I said earlier, I say Nigerians are gullible. Are you with me? We can be easily cajoled with little things. We can be easily deceived with little things in this part of the world. Well, I know, as far as I'm concerned, I can't be deceived by any politician because I'm enlightened. I know what is happening here. Are you with me?
Very interesting and exciting program from Flip TV. Remember, it is bystanders at newsstands. The Point newspaper, we've seen something to learn from it. Also, on the New Telegraph, people have spoken about it. They've reviewed this. I'm Michael Adekunle. I'm signing out now.